So this is here. With this example, at least we repeat the breakout strategy, okay? MAC. Okay, just a second. Screen sharing. Monitor 3. Okay. Hopefully you can see my monitor soon. And the MAC trade. MAC. Can you see the chart of MAC? Metrical? Okay. So usually this is my first strategy. In the first 4 or 5 minutes, I'm looking for strong stocks, even with a gap up, but no more than 8% by an expensive stock, which is more than $60. Or it's better, no more than 10% on a cheaper stock, which is less than $40 stocks. Okay? For this strategy, I really prefer the low price stocks at the moment. 5 years ago, it was totally doesn't matter how big is the stock. But nowadays, when we have this blew up balloon and it's just growing and everything like that, unfortunately, it's not working with the really high price stocks, only with the low price stocks. So stocks under $40. So I was looking at Macro already because I've seen that this was just beaten down here the 200 EMA tomorrow. If you can see my daily here. On the daily, I'm using the 20, 50, and 200 EMA. And it just touched the 200 EMA yesterday. So I thought it can be like a nice reversal to the upside today. So that's why it was on my list, MAC. And when I see that it started with a small gap up, did the flag pull, and then this nice bull flag with the entry over the pivot point of 1296, so I get in over 13, the round number, with a stop loss of 1275. This was a really and then now let's just start with the VWAP reversal strategy. Okay, who is it is my entry. So this is my first breakout strategy of the day. And as you can see, it just reached nicely the first pivot point or the next pivot point. So this was the first partial point. And if you were patient enough, you could go almost to this $14. So you can see it just did 1, 2, 2, 3, at least 1 to 3 R. But here I took out 3/4 of my share size, and then if you were patient enough, you could get out the last shares on the 14. The stop loss, it's my entry was 13.05-ish, something like that, and the stop loss, it was under 12.25, so that means that you had like a 28 cent stop loss. Yes, David, with the slippage or you know, you don't know how much, where you are going to get the price with the stop limit order, but yes, between 25 and 28. Yes, Elliot, this is a flag, a bull flag. Yeah. So this was a really nice trade to do today. Yes, the right stop loss, guys. Okay, so let's just start it from the basics. To be a good day trader, you need to master one thing, but to master it really on a professional side, which needs time and experience, of course. And this is the price action. Okay, one of my best mentor ever told me that, Agi, if you want to be a good day trader, you have to master to read the price action. And to read the price action, when you are a starter, it's going to help you based on the candles, okay? Because the candles are showing you the price action on the chart. or on the stop. So I did this. When I see a flag or a cup and handle or a reversal pattern, I always go after the price action is showing me. And if I have a flag, okay, then I'm going above the flag highest point, so it's included the wick of the candle as well, as a long, and a bull flag. Sorry. And I go short, a stop loss under the lowest point of the flag. Sorry, I have some sore throat today. So in this case, the entry was over 13. Why? Because the highest point of the flag, it was 12.96, 4 cents away from a round number. I'm not my own enemy. If I see that the entry is before, just like before a round number, I rather take it over the round number as the entry, and the stop loss is given based on the pattern, based on the price action, based on the candles. Okay? The 1 minute chart, you can. Thank you, Martin. You can. Of course you can. You can just choose it to see your chart in 1 minute or anything like that. So on the MAC, that's why I just decided to go on like that. Okay, what else I had today as a breakout? CSPH, or which one was the hearted one? CPSH? Yes, this one. This is the same. We missed it. We were so angry, really. We got mad with my trader. We spotted this out, he spotted this out, and we missed it, unfortunately. But this is like the same breakout strategy. Look at this. Look at this. It's just crazy. CPSH. Beautiful entry based on the breakout strategy again. Okay? So this is my first strategy. You can just listen to it in my first part of survivor strategies. Please feel free to ask it from Clifton. And then now let's just start with the VWAP reversal strategy. Okay? Who is using the VWAP as an indicator on his chart? David, I'm using the top 20 from the old platform. This is a good question, but usually I find my best rates from the top 20, and I'm using the briefing.com. It's in my first part of the survivor strategy mentoring as well, so you can find the answer there. Just ask it from Clifton, okay? VWAP, okay, most of you are using the VWAP, okay. VWAP time circle, I'm using the daily VWAP, and I'm using it mostly in the first 2 hours. Okay? And what I love the best, it is the reversal. The reversal on that, because first of all, I think reversal strategies are the best. They are going with the trend, first of all, so a trend-friendly strategies. And if you have such a visible trend line like the VWAP for reversal point, it's easy to recognize, okay? However, to recognize a bull flag or a cup and handle, it's much easier than to recognize a reversal pattern, to tell the truth. And the reversal pattern, you know, it goes quickly, like 3 candles, and there is the reversal, which you should recognize. So it's not that easy, but with practice, you can be really good at it. So with the day trade strategy number 2, which is the VWAP reversal, I'm using it usually after the first 15 minutes till the lunch time, and in the last session, as I told you, from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Usually, as I see here as well, I'm going with the stocks in the top 20 or the strong and weak stocks in the Nasdaq and the NYSE. First of all, I would like to see a nice momentum stock. What does it mean? If we take a look at Oxy, not today, but yesterday, we had a double VWAP reversal on that stock. And if you take a look at Oxy daily, it had like a nice uptrend even. So this showed me that this is going to be like a good trade. So what I want to see, it's a straight up move or down move from the beginning of the day. Okay, so there is no question, it is moving up or down. Of course, if it's moving up, it should pull back. So this pullback, what we need till the VWAP. So it's pulling back to the VWAP, reaching the VWAP, and it's not enough if it's just reaching the VWAP and you are just doing an anticipation that, okay, it's reached the VWAP, let's go long or short. No, you need an exact and accurate reversal pattern. Okay, so we need that for sure to be established. And after we see the pattern, after the confirmation candle, we can only go for a long. But it is more important that in the pullback you have to see lower volume. Okay, so let's see an example for that. It's easier like that. So this is the Oxy from yesterday. Was yesterday? Oh yeah. No, it's not yesterday. Let's see. No, it's not the yesterday one, because I just put some more. This is the yesterday one. Okay, we had two. The first one I did not get in, but this was the first one around this 10:30. But the second one, it was much clearer, a VWAP reversal. So this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Nice and clear move. There is no question that this stock is moving up or down. This is important by the VWAP strategy, okay? VWAP reversal strategy. If you have a momentum up or down. Yesterday by the Oxy, we had a really nice day to the upside. And as you see, it just nicely pulled back to the VWAP. And look at the volume in the red candles when it just pulled back to the VWAP. It was much lower than the volume in the green candles. What do you think? Why is that important? To see that in the pullback, so in the counter move to the VWAP, I want to see lower volume. Why is that important? Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you are good guys. You understand the most important thing, that yes, the sellers should be much less than the buyers. And this shows me that this is just a tiny profit taking, but not a try for changing the direction of the trend. Far away. This is just a small, tiny pullback / profit taking. But the buyers are still more, and we have higher buying pressure than selling pressure. This is the most important thing here. Yeah. So when it is reaching the VWAP, we have only one thing to do. Wait for the right reversal pattern. What are the reversal patterns? I'm just going to show you now. These are the right reversal patterns, and now it's really let's say familiar for you from the Star Trader course, but listen, these are the best. Doji, spinning bottom, spinning top, piercing lines, bullish bearish engulfing, and hammer and shooting star reversals. This 5. Okay? By the doji, the spinning bottom, spinning top, and the hammer reversal, you always have reversal candles, like the doji or the spinning bottom, top, or the hammer or shooting star. This is the reversal candle, which I call it a reversal candle. This is what's showing you that the pullback tends to be over, okay? So this is the end of the pullback, and might the reversal is coming. Yeah. Yes, Martin, or on the in my book, exactly. But if you have a reversal candle like a doji or a spinning top, or listen, these are examples by the book, okay? So sometimes we do not have such a clear technical pattern. Sometimes you have two dojis, okay? Or a doji, a spinning bottom, and a hammer, and then it starts to go up. But what is more important? You have to wait for the confirmation candle. Okay, this is what most of the traders are doing as a mistake. That they are trading based on their anticipation, but they are not waiting to see the proof on the technical side. Okay, so when I see, for example, let's go back for or to the examples. I don't know which one. Oxy, it's nice as well, but let's stay with this Oxy, okay? So when I see that it's just reached the VWAP, okay? Just reached the VWAP, did this small hammer-like thing over here, and it just made the first confirmation candle of the green candle. This is where I'm going to take my entry over the green candles, the confirmation candles high. Why? Because I want to be at least 70% chance that to know that this trade is going to work into my direction. So without to reach 70% that it's going to work into my direction, I'm not going to take the trade. And listen, if you see just a doji or a hammer and reaching the VWAP and you taking the trade just in this range between the confirmation candles high and the patterns low, and you decide to take the trade between these two lines, your chances are just 50%. And a good trader, guys, listen carefully, a good trader cannot allow himself or herself to take a trade which has a success rate of 50%. Okay? We need at least 70%. So we need a confirmation that our anticipation, which is like, okay, this looks like a good VWAP reversal, has to come true. And this proof is coming again where? From the price action side, from the candle side. So that's why we need the confirmation candle. Okay, so as by the candles you can see, and wow, I made your situation much easier to recognize because here are exact entries and exact stop losses of every pattern. So you see, if you have a doji, Juan, to tell the truth, it doesn't matter, but usually I would say that 2 and 5 minutes are the best for that. It's working even on 1 minute. If you take an Oxy to look at the Oxy yesterday, however, it was on the 2 minutes already at 10:30 by the first confirmation or reversal. I'm just going to show you again. Just a second. Okay. Tell me if you can see the Oxy chart of mine. Okay, here we are. Can you see? Okay, so this was the first VWAP reversal, and just a secret here, I love mostly the first touch of the VWAP reversals. This is my number one favorites in the day. When the stock is just going up or down and pulling back to the VWAP and touching first time the VWAP for the reversal. This is my ultimate favorite, okay? So to tell the truth, in this entry or on this chart, this was my number one entry first. Look at this, it just pulled back nicely on a decreasing volume and it made a hammer, a doji, or a spinning bottom rather, and then this was the confirmation candle. Nice full green candle. This is a beautiful confirmation candle. So the entry is over the confirmation candle's high, which was in this case, let's see, yeah, here. Yeah, 21.58. I had something 21.62 price get in, and the stop loss under the lowest point of the pattern, which was 21.47. Okay, so it was like a 25-cent stop loss on that one. So this is your entry, and this is your stop loss, just under this tiny doji. Okay, it's easy like that. So listen, I know it's easy to anticipate that, okay, it just reached the doji or the VWAP, it made a doji, it made a spinning bottom, let's go on long. Bad idea. Why? Again, because good traders are not going to take any trade with a percentage or the success rate to be 50%. Okay, we need at least 70% to be sure that it's going to go into your way. Okay, how does it sound to you? Who is the trader who is doing the reversals based on that? And who is the one who really finds it informative, and I helped him or her, hopefully, a lot. To be clear with the entries and the stop losses with the exact reversals. One, clear, okay. Happy to hear that. Good. It's just, you know, I need the feedback if I have to explain it much more. Well, to tell you guys, it's much harder now than to explain to a trader who I am with on a private session, because then we are interactive. He tells me that, okay, Adi, I can't understand this clearly, please repeat that or explain it in another way. So I just want you, I want to see that, is it clear for you? Okay, okay. Is your entry to get? Yes, by the next red candle. I was already in. It was just a noise, it's okay. And as you see, it did not get me out from the trade. Okay. No, it's not. It's still a consolidation. Robert, the volume should be increasing on the way up, okay? To see that it's a healthy reversal and we are really going up. So if the volume is lower in the reversal, it's still okay, no problem. Great, Martin. Yeah. But you have to understand on reversals, guys, that you have to be accurate and you have to read the price action really good. So that's why I always tell to my traders that, of course, they love the best, the bull flags and the bear flags and the cup and handles, because for a starter, and I remember as well that it was much easier for me in the beginning to recognize a flag. Okay, because to recognize a reversal pattern, it's not that easy. For this, you need practice. What is practice? You put a chart in front of yourself and you try to find the right reversals patterns. That's it. It cannot go any other way. Just practice. Yes, Ronald. Ronald, this is a good question, like the spike in the volume. This is my advanced strategy, which, as you are my next private mentor trader, I will teach to you. Because an advanced strategy is about to pick the top and bottom reversals. Okay, and yes, Ronald, you are just pick the right thing on the top or a bottom reversal that the volume is spiking. But this is going to belong to another topic. Okay, and this is something like which is an advanced strategy. Okay, guys. So just to see again, to let you know that this is a clear reversal pattern if you are looking for a VWAP reversal. And look at this, it just gives us a second chance with this beautiful hammer reversal. Okay, so this was the hammer, and well, if you are a little bit like advanced trader, you could go in already over this next green candles high. But if you are still like a starter and you are afraid, you could go in over this 21.75 even. If you can see, it still had a really good risk-reward ratio till the top. Okay, so I would say that this Oxy, it was the best, the really, really best reversal plays yesterday. And as I told you, why I like the best, especially in the VWAP reversal, the first touch, because look at this. When by the time when it just reached, and I go to the 5 minutes chart now, by the time when it just reached the third touch of the VWAP, this was not that good anymore. Why? First of all, look at the volume. The sellers and the buyers were almost equal, which is never good by the reversal. We should see more buyers for a long reversal. And as you can see, here the volume in the green candles was not the best, tell the truth. And this is the third touch of the VWAP. Usually I do not like this. One of the first or second touch of the VWAP, it's still okay. But third touch of the VWAP for a reversal, especially during the lunch time, don't take it. Okay? First or second. Time frame. First of all, I'm speaking about this in my first part of mentoring of the survivor strategies. You can ask it from Clifton, the recorded version. But I'm using 1 minute chart during the first 40-45 minutes. Then I switch to 2 minutes chart, and after 11 I switch to the 5 minutes chart. Okay. So back to the slides. Back to the slides about the VWAP reversal. These are the most crucial points to take the right one. Of course, by a VWAP reversal, you still always have to check the volume and the spread in the trading window before you take a trade, especially on a stock which you do not know, okay? Because if there is a stock which you know it already, then feel free to go with it. But if there is like not that famous stock, you always have to check the volume that it's enough. And of course, ATR, it's not that important in that case, only if it's reaching the daily high or daily low, if there is still room to go on the daily or not. So this was the VWAP reversal strategy. So first I'm going with the breakout strategy, and after that I just go with the VWAP reversal strategy. And listen, guys, for example, today we spotted out 4 breakouts based on the breakout strategy, 4 opportunities, and later on I just spotted out at least 2 or 3 VWAP reversals. Okay, so to tell the truth, if only you are going with these breakouts and VWAP reversals, you are down with the day. The key for the success here is the patience. You have to wait for the right pattern, okay? For the right pattern, and don't be FOMO. To survive these strange days, which we have today as well, the market just went up clearly, But to tell the truth, it was not that easy after the first 40 minutes to find a really good trade. Not an easy environment, still not an easy environment, okay? So don't be FOMO, don't revenge trade, be rather selective. I just showed you another reversal patterns which you should really cautious and to take in consideration to use days for as a whole strategy, okay? Use the right risk management and the right position management. And like this, you can survive this environment, which unfortunately I don't know for how long it's going to take, but I would say if finally we can see a half pullback, might the characteristic of the stocks and the market is going to get back in the old-fashioned way. At least I hope so. Yeah, Martin, FOMO is extremely dangerous feeling, okay? Let's say like that. Dean, you can ask it for, but I have it as well. So listen, you can write to me as well. I just because he just sent it to me. So here is my email again. So you can first of all, if you still have some questions, because you know to teach a strategy during 1 hour for at least 40 people, it's like not easy. So if you still have questions, please feel free to write me. If you still have some unclear entries or stop losses or anything like that, so part of the strategy, I'm more than happy to help you, and for the recorded sessions as well. Okay. By the way, just for a hint, I have 2 more strategies which are extremely good, but these are not for the survival. These are like for plus, to tell the truth. For survival, if you are just stick to 2 strategies, it's more than enough. Okay. So, any questions left? No, Elliot, as I told you, I'm a very selective trader. I do 2 to 5 trades every day. No, I'm not using 9 AMA. I'm using only the pivot point and the Viva, but it is in my first mentoring class as well. So not 9 EMA. I know most of day traders, they like 9 EMAs, but you know, for help you can, but to tell the truth, to read the price action, you need as less indicators as you can. So more and more indicators on the charts is just confusing you to read the right price action. It's my opinion, at least. Okay. Of course, here you can find some really nice examples for the VWAP reversals. Of course, it's working to the downside, not just to the upside, and the reversal patterns. And at the end, I just would like to wish you good luck and really survive this strange environment, guys. This is the first and only goal for a starter trader, to survive. Don't try to make big money. I know it's very tempting when you see on Mayer that he's making 100,000, but you know, starter traders are on level 1 or level 2, and he's on level 10. So do not compare yourself, because it's never good. Okay? See you, Ronald. Yeah. Okay, traders. So I'm really happy if I could help you a lot today.